you'll see that tickets for SWC #WorldWithFans are on sale right now. You're going to want to get those, actually. VIP tickets sold out in like 12 seconds. It was incredibly crazy, and I was sweating at my keyboard the whole time.
Bro.
So make sure you get tickets, at least the general ones, because they are
There's
also
no
selling
way they
fast.
sold out of
Super
VIP
excited
tickets
to see
unless
all
they
of
only
y'all
had
come
like
out for
10.
This in January. January seems like forever away, but I feel like every
There's
day
no
is
way.
a month, so we're super excited to see y'all out there. And also, there's going to be a cosplay contest. I don't know if y'all saw about that either. Again, you can check Twitter or go to the Smite blog area and see all of that. And yeah, there's both an online and an in-person aspect to this. But if you're interested, get the ticket, get the cosplay together, come on out, impress us. I promise.
Yeah, Shmeep, I had a couple, like, I had raised it, a couple other people text me saying, like, yo, what the fuck do I do? And tickets are sold out.
Let's get into the update show. I have Clumsy
makes no
and Lemmy
sense.
here with me today. How are y'all doing?
We're doing so good. I am so excited for this update, and I'm even more excited for Worlds. It's been so long.
It has been so long.
Yeah.
So literally freaking out about it. You can tell I'm so excited I got the jitters. All right, so to start off today's show, we actually have some balance. Crazy, right? Something we never do. Balance the game. No, we do all the time. And we're starting with game modes this time around. First up, we're going to talk about some ranked mode changes. Just I guess kind of across the ranked modes, there's some things happening. If you want to get into that.
Yeah, so specifically for the players, the Masters and Grandmasters, they're going to be resetting to Diamond 1 and 2750 MMR. So this is going to be applying to the ranked Conquest, ranked Joust, and ranked Duel modes, and it's really just for those skill tiers. It shouldn't be affecting anyone else. We've done this before in the past this year. It's something that we've introduced.
They didn't even do anything.
We wanted to make sure to hit it for this patch as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a little bit since the last resetting. We see that people want stuff to compete for, right? So we're going to bring it back, make sure that everyone has a chance to get back up to that Grandmaster spot, hit that cap. We want people to continue to fight for those spots. So now we're just going to have a whole nother competition, a whole nother round, and it's going to be a good time.
Nice. Excited for it. I got to play
Yeah.
one whole ranked game last season.
Ranked changes, and it's just a soft reset for the 4 millionth time.
So ready to get back in.
It's only for Masters and Grandmasters, right? So the
Exactly.
lower ranks, you're telling me you hit there, right? You
Yeah.
that one
I'll say you can't prove it.
I mean, in that one game, you certainly got like 3,000 MMR.
Yeah, it was incredible. I
Crazy.
should have been there. So, all right, well, cool. Next up, some big news. So coming with 9-9, Conquest.
Dude, I want to guest host
makeover,
patch
right?
notes.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
we could talk about it, which we will. But what's better than just talking about it? Going in game to see it. So.
Oh, nice.
Let's
I want to do
out.
it.
Ooh.
All right, starting right off with some of these new environment changes, like the volcano.
New visuals?
Yeah, I guess
All right.
the
Whoa, we can see over the side of the walls.
Third
Oh,
Conquest
fuck.
refresh
Right.
of the year, and this is our Polynesian-themed Conquest map.
Polynesian Chaos Conquest, I think, is like some of the theming we're going on with. And you
Bro,
can see
wait.
that here, the
Can't
Polynesian
you just see over the top of the fucking wall now? And if you're Yorm, you can just see over the,
angry smiley
the
face
back of
kind
it.
totem going on right there?
Yeah, he is definitely scary, and certainly the Fire Giant is contributing to that terror when he comes crashing
Yo,
down
King
from the
Kong
sky.
Yeah,
sponsorship,
for
partnership.
Sure. That's
Crossover?
super awesome. So past that, I heard that there's also something to see in the duo lane. A little bit of new stuff in the duo lane.
Yes,
So that's
there
it?
is. Let's hop through
Wait,
the
wait,
Cosmos
that's
and
it?
get on over there real quick. 'Cause
Nice.
there is
No color changes.
There's
Call out.
a nice new scenic thing to look at over in the duo lane, being the beach. This is a throwback to what, like season 2 days?
They're putting
when
the
we had
beach
duo
back.
lane beach
They're
and
they're
crabs
so
and everything,
desperate
and,
to make us happy. They're putting the
looks
beach
so
back.
Nice. You can see that giant
Wait.
rock over there directly south.
There's no
of the
beach.
Kingdom Castle.
What is
It's
this?
a nice little beach, and you can look over this railing, check out all the sights, and if you're Rattata or anyone that goes up in the sky, yeah, you can check out this
Bruh.
sick beach.
And like you said, what's the beach?
What a waste.
I know,
right.
there they are.
I feel like the environment artists are just as like
They're right there.
prepared to make sure that
there
they've got
he is.
crabs. And, like anytime
Nice.
someone mentions beach or mentions like the ability to like bring back the crabs, like the environment artists.
Oh, we will bring back the
Are
crabs.
100% going to be there for it.
Oh,
What
yeah,
the
no doubt.
fuck?
So absolutely gorgeous. And speaking of crabs, I've heard the obelisk is getting a bit of a change, and that there might be some crabs related to that too. So what's happening with the? Oh wow, yeah, look at
Yeah,
that.
a new Polynesian themed obelisk. So this is the Polynesian refresh, Conquest
Exactly,
refresh. We wanted
yeah.
to make sure to add a little
This
bit
is
more
the
theme to
beach
the
filler
obelisk
episode of
changes
Patch
in
Notes.
its
Yeah,
theme
it's not
as well.
even filler.
So we're gonna have this
They
Polynesian
like
themed obelisk.
there's like a
With
legit
that,
crack that they
the
filled.
Lost Knights in the jungle have been replaced with weary monsters. So
With
the actual
beach.
obelisk itself will still be contributing offerings towards a trebuchet.
Yeah, so the Trebuchet is still there. The Lost Knights are also still there, but they're replaced visually into a different character.
they made
depending
the
on
two
whichever
little
one
guys
you
that are
go
with
to.
the
There will be
trebuchet
more
and the
jungle
crabs.
monsters there for you to kill. And then the
That's it.
fog will also still be remaining. So everything you know about the obelisk is still there. However, it's got a new coat of paint, and it looks real nice.
Yep.
Yeah, it really does.
And with that, it's not. We didn't just give it the coat of paint. There is still going to be that little bit of a gameplay update. So we've got the Trebuchet mechanics still there. But if we look over here in the dual lane, the beach isn't the only thing that has changed. If we go right behind the Gold Fury, there's actually going to be a new contestable camp there, which is the Naga being brought back. And this is going to actually be the way we're bringing back the Indra Scepter.
Bro,
actually.
yeah.
Look at how wide
joining the
this
Naga,
is.
You'll actually be able to get a weakened version of
They're
the Indra
bringing
Scepter.
back Indra Scepter? Go
Yes,
fuck
and this
yourselves.
spawns pretty early as well.
Go
so it's a really nice
fuck
early objective to go after in
yourselves.
the dual lane.
Why?
Getting those pressure characters
Literally
to appear
nobody
support
asked for this to come
and
back.
being able to get that scepter
Literally
early and
0
often is
people
a very
ever
viable
mentioned
strategy.
the Scepter ever
There we
again.
go, he's back.
That's awesome. It's really cool seeing that.
It
they
hits
just
for
kinda spawn there,
37?
too, like, here's your prize. So super excited for that. That is, man, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and
And-
that's a pretty big change as well because that side of the map used to have two
Nobody
maps
wants
there,
this
now it's
back,
kinda
bro.
centralized into one. And so for those of our Soul Lane players who are aware that they also have Nagas on
It's
that
gonna
side,
snowball
well,
this side of the map
no longer
so
the case
fucking hard.
anymore,
There's
and
one
instead,
Naga,
Scorpion
so whoever's
taking
got pressure in lane gets the first Naga, and then you get the first Scepter, and then the support fucking snowballs the early game.
And Scorpions
They
are now
supports are
exclusive to the
fine
Soul
right
Lane
now. Supports are
side.
good. Supports are happy.
Shaking it up over
Why
here.
the fuck are they giving them this?
Super excited to see all of that. So I hear, as far as I'm aware, Gold Fury also getting some changes, specifically into kind of the spawn pool of the Gold Furies.
This
past
is
2 events,
ridiculous.
right?
Yeah,
Bro,
that's right.
thank
So
God
Gold Fury will actually
fucking
be
Over Prime and
reintroduced
Super
into the
People are
spawn
coming
pool
out.
between the Oni and Primal Furies, and it will have its own kind of new buff that we brought back a little bit from the Jogger's Boon as well.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
I mean, I heard the level designers talk about this, the way this is pronounced, but Erinye's Vengeance
You got
will be the buff that's provided when the Gold Fury is slain. And it'll actually provide a boost to your towers and Phoenix if you have allies standing underneath it, boosting its physical power and reducing its damage taken.
Wait, this is a
Kind
new
of an
Gold
overall
Fury buff?
defensive buff by
Yeah.
killing the Gold Fury that stacks a few times, just like Primal.
If you kill gold now, you get a
It kinda gives
defensive
you a
buff for
little
your
bit of
towers. It
advantage
buffs
if
your
it
towers.
comes up during a rotation where you've lost a fight around Fire Giant. This is something that you can get kind of as a compensation prize, and you can say, oh well.
They
we've
want you
gotten
to
2 of
kill
these so far
gold while
this
the other
game,
team's
our
getting
towers are
fire
gonna
so
be
you can
really
defend your
buffed.
fucking
They're gonna
towers.
have to deal with this, even though they have a Fire Giant. Our towers, if we're all together, they're gonna be really tough to get through.
Yeah, and that's a really lucky trade too. Like you said, if you end up like, all right, listen, we don't have the manpower to go fight this Fire Giant. but we
I
can go
like
take Gold
this
Fury
idea.
and at least
It's
help
really
ourselves to
micro
get a little better. That's
and
awesome.
not going to affect the
Love
overall
those
game
kind of
too much,
objectives,
but
make
it's
new
useful.
playmaking, so
I
super
hate
cool.
the Indra
So
Scepter
there's a
coming
lot of other
back.
changes that are happening.
I
this
fucking
match.
hate it.
Scrolling through the pages, I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
there's a
there's-
whole bunch along the same vein. coming.
Looks
Oh,
like
was
every
it in the
single
game
camp in
earlier? I
some
don't even remember.
capacity is
So maybe
having
it was just
something
that bad.
changed. Obviously, I don't think we need to sit here and read y'all all the numbers. All of this is available in the update notes. You can really, figure out what the
Dude,
buffs are
as a
doing,
support,
what
you
each of the
you
camps
can
are
clear
doing,
so
and how they've
fucking
changed.
fast again.
But
Look
I
at
mean,
this
it's safe
shit.
to say that a lot of these camps are changed,
Yeah,
right?
the general gist is that the camps in the jungle are going to be getting stronger, a little bit more health, a little bit more power overall for the most part, except for what we have here with the Manticores. They're actually going to be getting a little bit of a power decrease.
They're
Yes,
buffing the
for all
other
of you
camps and
laners who are
nerfing
dying
red
to
buff.
buffs.
That's
No
me.
longer will you be dying to the red buff, I hope. I mean, certainly it'll be a little less.
Oh, it
scary
used to be
go
on
and do the red
Draugr.
buff
Okay,
all on
okay,
your
okay.
own. So hopefully we see a little bit more of our junglers coming to deal with these different camps as a teams, get that split advantage.
This is
but,
terrible.
Overall,
So L
if
take,
you have to
L
solo the red
change.
buff, you're doing much better than before.
Yeah, that's good to hear for sure. I don't usually play mid, but yeah, I'm also, not cut out for that.
Bro,
I'd be
I
over there like, wait,
expected
red buff? Oh,
nothing
shoot,
of this
I forgot
patch
that
because
15
it's,
minutes ago. Do I need
we
it
got
again?
worlds in
So-
3 months. Nothing ever happens right
Now
now.
we can see the weary jungle, so the Lost
Oh.
Knights being replaced by.
But
the
instead,
weary jungle
I
players.
got
They're
the
kinda tired
opposite of
chilling.
nothing.
You just go ahead and give them.
Not like in a good way either. Like
You
the
grab
negative
off, right?
opposite
Polynesian
of
V
nothing.
Steamed, we've got a little crab, and that's going to
Which
be
shouldn't even be
the offering for
possible.
The obelisk of this.
Thank you,
update.
Jocelyn.
Exactly.
Flashy. Awesome. Well, I mean, what a beautiful way to end it. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff.
I
for
swear to
Super
God,
Jungle
if they
again,
nerf
all
jungle,
five
I'm not
of
playing
them
this game
and
again
everything.
until
Make sure
season
to
10.
Check out the patch notes, which should be live now. But yeah, super excited to see this come out. Well, next Tuesday, I guess. Man,
Next
That's
Tuesday.
great.
always
I love it.
crazy every time I say it. So, excellent. Well, now that we're done with that,
Yes, you
how
can get the
about
Jimmy
we
much
just
faster now
balance?
than when it was the
Yeah.
obelisk.
As always, we have items that we balanced out for this time, and I think we'll dive right into it with looks like kind of across the board some magic pin nerfing. It looks like across Divine
Oh, we
Ruin.
got a little bit of buffing going on.
Oh, buffing.
Yeah.
See,
I know the general trend. No, honestly,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah.
The general trend is like, oh, mages are in patch notes. They probably need some sort of nerf.
But
But
no.
right now it's a unique time in the meta where we are post the 9.5 time to kill changes, and I think this is going to be.
They're
the time-
buffing
I
all
think
these
it's really
items
cool. For
back.
a lot of people, it might be really boring, but it's the penetration. That
They
we
just
talked about
buffed
before.
off
It's
too, right? Wait.
on the 3 core items.
So
Something that
Thoth
we have, I think
4
we
months
some
ago
of
was
them
OP,
10, then we brought
so
them
they
to 15,
nerfed
then we brought
Thoth
them back
and
to
these.
12. We're
Now
bringing
they're
them back up to
buffing
15.
them
We
back
just-
and
we
they
have a
buffed
lot of
Thoth again.
feedback saying that this might be
So
something
we're
that we should
reverting
look
to
at
4
and,
months ago,
maybe do
just to be
earlier.
clear.
But we really
We're getting
wanted to
Jimmy
wait
back.
post
You're getting
9.5
Thoth as the
to
best
make
mid
sure that
again.
These were the changes that made the most sense because
Exactly.
we don't want to just go back and forth between these numbers like willy-nilly.
What the
It's
fuck?
not arbitrary. We understood that it's something that we probably needed to do, and so it's something that we ended up doing. We think hopefully for mages for the early to mid game where flat pen is more valuable than the percent pen, it'll be.
Are we
over the
not
hump.
just reverting back to
That makes
fucking
sense. Yeah,
February?
Like you said, no change is ever arbitrary. If there's anything I know about y'all, there's never just like, sure, we'll change this, why not? It's like, well, we studied the information about this for 76 hours straight, and we think so. Super cool. Next up, this item is I feel like always under fire. Very interesting. Sphinx's Bauble. It's gotten a lot of changes, but it looks like
Has to be
we're
a buff.
actually adjusting the protection debuff a little bit.
Yeah, so we were actually very happy with the shift that we did to Sphinx's Bauble to
What?
put the protection debuff on it, but what we recognized is that it was probably a little bit too much.
I've
for these
never even
characters
seen
that
anyone
were
build
really
the
good
item.
protections and that still had this
I play
debuff,
every night, and I've not seen this item built
hard
one
to
single
pull
time.
off playing,
By
very
anybody,
successfully with
in
this
any
item.
role.
And so what we want to do is we want to just roll that back just a little bit, so you still notice that I'm taking slightly more damage, but it's not going to like insta kill you come the late game where the 15% might ever basically TKO'd you out of a fight. Now it's a little
can't
bit easier to stick around.
Tell you enough how I expected nothing from this patch, and I'm getting the worst changes ever when I didn't even expect anything. I thought this would be a neutral
Next up,
patch.
Magi Shelter. Also getting a buff. Kind of looks like the passive is getting touched up a little bit.
Yeah, Magi Shelter was one of those ones where like we want to be very
What?
cautious. The Magi's bubble
The
effect is extremely
fuck?
strong and giving another ally that effect. I think when playtesting we were just trying to see if we get 2 or 3 or 4, if we just keep stacking.
Bro,
these,
what
then
is
that's
wrong
too
with
strong.
them? Who the fuck is
Exactly.
telling
So
them to make these
with the
changes?
introduction between both of these glyphs and Magi's Revenge, we saw that one is just clearly going to be the one that people want the most. And so in exchange,
Magi's is already like meta. Like it went from not being built at all to being one of the best neutral items in the game.
Help like
Why are we
the
buffing it?
positioning be a little bit less of a factor when you get that popped.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. So Heavy Executioner, another change coming up, and looks like the attack speed cap's getting messed with a little bit.
Yeah, so I guess with this and Magi Shelter, we were kind of looking at our least popular.
What is happening?
Heavy Executioner was there. Obviously, it comes with a really, really steep downside of, being.
This
capped
has gotta be
at
a
your
joke.
attack speed, which for a
There's
lot of
no
characters that
fucking way
want
this is a real
Executioner,
patch.
They want
There's
attack
no
speed,
shot.
So we figured, okay, well, the characters that want this, they're still really scared about that downside. So let's make it a little bit less scary. We're bringing it up by a slight amount. It's still not very high. 1.9 is pretty easy to get for any of your average hunters, so it's still probably not good on them. But if you're buying this on like your Nemesises or any of those other like auto attack focused junglers,
Why would 0.15 make me want to build this item on Nemesis?
Taking that downside on the chin.
Awesome. Yeah, glad to hear.
0.15 attack speed difference.
A little sprinkle of nerf. Looks like the passive effect's getting a little.
So Sovereignty in the next like plethora of changes.
Yeah, true.
coming
Like
up
the whole
are-
handful, really.
They kind of get tied in a little bit, and at face value that might be kind of unexpected because Sovereignty, I think historically a lot of people expect that to be a guardian, a support item, right? Alongside Heartward and Gauntlet of Thebes possibly, but that's actually not been the case recently. The meta has changed and adapted, and we usually
Halo's
see
behind me.
Sovereignty
He was
picked up
scaring
by
me.
soul laners, by warriors. And
We're decreasing
pretty
soft
early and pretty
passive because they
obvious
don't want to
to
build
the
by
point
soul
where,
laners anymore.
We needed to address it as a nerf. But that's, we want to be
10
very careful.
10
because we
HP
do
5,
know that
boys.
support's still probably
Oh,
the
no.
and because of that,
Item's
there's gonna be a couple
dead.
support-oriented buffs coming up. So with the Sovereignty nerf, we've got the Sentinel Gift buff, we've got a Benevolence buff, as well as a War Flag buff. And those are going to be coming in right now.
I mean, yeah, let's get into it then. The Sentinels buff. I mean, it looks like more increased healing per assist.
Yeah, so with the HP 5 dropping for everyone
Sovereignty.
using Sovereignty, we wanted to give that health restoration effects for support specifically.
This is about to be a
bring that up.
support
It's
fucking
kind of a trade-off
ADC
that's
patch,
fine. We wanted
boys.
Warriors with
That
Sovereignty.
duo
We
lane
don't
is gonna
want to support as
fuck
much as
us
we did.
up.
We want to buff up their support.
If
items
you're
for
if you're in any other lane other than that fucking duo
So it looks
lane,
like
your
kind of the
life
same
is about to
moving
become
into,
hell.
Benevolence a little bit as
For
well.
the
with
next fucking
5
2 months.
just going up again, huh?
Sentinel's Gift with that healing, Benevolence with the HP 5, and War Flag with the health and mana restoration.
I'm glad we nerfed Sov instead of Gladshield too.
Supports are just feeling a little healthier than.
Like
in
if they
exchange for
nerf
that Sovereignty, a little
Gladshield,
more.
there's less of a chance that
Cool,
Sov
awesome.
stays in the
Well, next
meta.
up, at the end of all that, Soul Eater. A little bit of a nerf there. Looks like the stacks it takes to evolve going north a little bit.
Yeah, so with Soul Eater, this is another soul item that we've been noticing, and this is also an item that's contributing to kind of this really heavy sustain meta that's going on in the Soul Lane. Really, any character
All right,
that can use Soul
just
Eater
process
is
this.
getting
That
Soul
means
Eater,
less Soul Laners who want to build Soul Eater are going to be played. More fucking tank, unless they nerf Gladshield.
The problem is when
more
they
tanks are going to get played in Soul
too
Lane.
heavily with those warriors who should have that advantage in that lane, just a smidge. So what we're doing here is we're making it a little
KA
bit
doesn't even go
harder
Soul Eater.
to get that
KA
stack
goes
online,
Sob
get
and
that first
Gladshield
healing
and
spike
fucking Mana
online.
Core, and he's
What
unkillable.
we're seeing is people are buying this first. They're getting their healing before they even get their second item, and then they're
There's only like 3 gods that build this shit
which is
in the game.
not a great thing to feel in the soul lane when your enemy is just healing and you have to watch them. You know, you do your damage to them, and then next wave they're full health again. So making that a little bit harder, and then we're also decreasing the passive lifesteal, which again makes them heal a little bit less. So hopefully that tones down the frustration factor of just watching your opponent soul laner heal the whole time.
Fair enough. Yeah, gotta love a successful like fight, a successful little trade is always like, all right, I came out on top. So being able to maintain that's a little better. So next looks like a little bit of a buff for what, Blackthorne Hammer?
Yeah, we wanted to give
Nice
a little
and easy.
love back to the Warriors, just a bit.
Yeah,
They're doing quite well in the Soul Lane, especially with the whether it's the mannequins, the gladiator shields, the sovereignties, and the Soul Eaters. So we want to be measured with how we address all those changes. We want to be careful how far we go at once.
Of course.
Where's the Gladshield nerf?
That used to be in meta a little while ago. We nerfed it, and now
There's only one item they needed to change in this entire fucking patch. It's Gladshield.
And in a similar vein, we're going to be buffing up Warrior's Axe as well. Again, all of these kind of go hand in hand a little bit with the theme of the solo lane and warriors. So we're getting the increased damage and trade the heal back.
Yes. So basically, the whole point of putting the healing away from Soul Eater into Warrior's Axe is that you have to play kind of a mini game.
They want Warrior's Axe to compete with Blue Stone.
Warrior's Axe is coming up again. I need to make sure that I go for this proc now so I can stay sustained.
Yeah.
Whereas with Soul Eater, you can just kind of do it whenever. So we figured that this more like gameplay mechanic is a lot more healthy for the Soul Lane versus just being able to go and do whatever and grab your healing.
Yeah, and with War Axe, it's God combat, so it really is incentivizing the fight.
I'm all about that, you know, especially fighting over the 2 new camps on the side and then running over to steal Interceptor. It's just, you know, worth the dual changes. So last but not least, we have a glyph. Breastplate of Vigilance looks like the aura range is getting a buff.
Yeah, in similar veins with the Magi Shelter. It's another glyph that was kind of, you know, not seeing as much play as you might like with the introduction of all these glyphs. It's
still long range now, though. That's good.
Similar to the Magi's one as well, increasing its range, increasing its effectiveness, and at a larger kind of team fight scenario.
Yeah, and the one important thing to note here is that this actually does now reach kind of the full extent of almost all ranged basic attacks. So 55 is typically that range, so now that it's about 60, this will also affect people that are slightly outside of that range. So for instance, if your Hachimans or your Ishtars or really anyone else that can snipe you from far away is hitting you, then
it's only used to be one of those.
As long as they're
Shablanke will ultimate.
Yeah, that's true. Shablanke ultimate as well can also do that. So all of those characters that are going to be slightly outside that, you're also protecting those people that are within your circle as well. So keeping that in mind.
Well, cool. And with that, we're through with the items, but that's not all balance there is. You know we got the gods coming up. So the first god on the docket for balance looks like Mulan, getting some buffs. Both Grapple and Divine Mastery kind of getting the work.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
I mean, I feel like all of these gods have their own kind of backstory, right? But Mulan's one that we, you know, quite strong on after the release, where we finally got, you know, her out of pro play or into pro play and then out of pro play. Then there was a lot of change with the Divine Mastery, and with the change with Divine Mastery had to come some nerfs because that felt really good. And then now with that, we wanted to make sure that Divine Mastery still felt good, specifically that last shot, the arrow shot, right? Because if you can use Divine Mastery but then cancel out of it, which is a new option that we added, well, new, I don't know how long it's been now, but you know, the newer at least, the most recent, you know, for that kind of utility. Now you're still going to be rewarded for actually following through for the rest of those hits. And similarly, Grapple kind of just allows you to position yourself. Grapple's not an easy ability to use. Especially if you want to kind of hit that for collision to try and get yourself for traversal or for movement. So just decreasing that to 14 seconds flat, just a little bit of help there.
Yeah, that's good too, because especially as I'm going through the game, you know, playing as Mulan, I'm all like, oh, let's get these. Let's level up all the abilities. I forgot the word. I am so fried today. So I'm like, all right, spear done, sword easy, bow and arrow missed for the 56th time. So happy to see that because that'll help my games a lot. Next up, Nike getting a little buff as well. Barrier formation. What's happening?
Yeah, so Nike is pretty much in and out of the meta again, like we talked about with Mulan. She's definitely affected a lot more heavily by certain relics, like your Sunders and your Ankhs and things that deal with shielding. So one thing that we wanted to do is give her shielding in a different way and a little bit more often. So what we're doing is we're actually giving her cooldown on barrier formation as you level this ability.
I don't understand.
Typically you want to level this ability second, with your ultimate here and there whenever it comes up. But now when you do, you're going to have it a little bit more often, so you can play a little bit more aggressive on all of those hunters and other ranged characters that are trying to take you down.
Awesome.
Bro, I get if you want Nike to be meta, but why not buff an ability that makes her more fun, or make an ability more fun?
And Wildstorm, so just some changes
Not
in general
more boring.
Wildstorm ability.
I'm gonna get let me talk about this one.
I'm so excited about this.
All you.
I am an Kwang enjoyer, but that doesn't mean that we just pick up.
I think Kwang's already super undervalued, so this might actually
and he just did not look
make
very
Quang
good,
kind
really
of
at all.
nuts.
And some of his biggest problems is that he scales to late game kind of okay, but his hit chain especially was something that makes it.
You're getting 40% more attack or more damage from your attacks in the same amount of time. In 4 autos.
Exactly the same, but we've increased the amount of damage that he does with his middle hits. So he.
It's just it's literally you'll just get hit for over 4 autos. You'll take 40% more auto attack damage from magic power
scaling. That's going
scaling.
to help him out a lot when he's clearing with just his basics.
This is minor.
Also,
It'll be
Wildstorm,
useful,
while
but
it's
it's minor.
a short cooldown ability, it has a 40% scaling value, which is not really high, especially for an assassin who's really depending on using that often to be able to.
Is Wildstorm the 2?
Things like that. It just made it really difficult for him to make it worth it to go and try and dive someone. So increasing that by 10% is going to help him out.
Oh, that's the
3?
3?
It's going to help him clear.
That's a
as well,
really low
obviously,
scaling
so
for the 3.
we'd love
Holy
to see that.
fuck! I was gonna say for the 2, that's good, but
Excellent.
that's the lowest
Remember,
shit
on the
for the
auto
3.
attack chain, it's not on the swing. It's on swing. Not swing.
Yeah.
Swing.
Exactly.
Swing. Just remember that when you're farming. Very important for getting that damage out. Yeah. So next up.
No, rings are fine on him
also
for
getting buff.
lower level.
Initiative and gravity surge.
Yeah, we're kind of in an assassin
Yeah,
realm
that
of
is.
things,
Yeah,
because,
exactly.
There are a lot of assassins that can do quite well. Whether it's assassins again, they're actually definitely one of the hardest roles to play.
Oh my
Think about Conquest, but also
God.
think about the other game modes too.
Exactly.
Oh, we at least have a 25-second ult.
Doesn't do quite well. You start
Again.
really shooting down the bottom of
Yeah.
the ranks, and some of the gods that we're talking about are kind of in that territory. Wheelix
I also think Wheelix is still really good right now. I don't understand these changes.
shore up some of the weaknesses that she kind of was suffering incidentally, right? And one of those is the passive. The passive is one which you really need to think about, and when you use it, you don't actually have that long to make use of it when it initiates. So we're kind of increasing the time on that, almost doubling it from 2.5 to 4 seconds.
Initiates.
Yeah, exactly. When she initiates with her initiative, and then gravity surge is another ultimate that it's a little bit more conditional. You can use it for that stim for sure. I don't think enough people probably use it just for that.
Yeah.
The stim's insane.
Yeah, it's just like using Kepri ulti for not even for the revive but for the stim.
Yeah.
But also she has that knockup component, and whether you're using it off of your ally plays
buff
or off of your own
supports.
ability with the Jaguar.
They buffed
Suku,
a different
we think
version of
decreasing the
warriors.
turnaround in the way that we did will hopefully make it a little bit
They
more
buffed
a little more
Thoth.
forgiving for when you do use
We're
it
getting a
in
Quang and a
opportunities.
Wheelix buff, which I'm okay with. These are
Exactly.
minor
Kind of
buffs.
lowering
I
that
think the
skill
gods are
just a
already
tad.
good. This is just gonna make people play them again.
This
Because they're gonna be like, they're buff, they're fucking OP. Even though in reality, the changes are minor. The gods are just actually good already.
So I know when I will be playing next Tuesday, I'm going to be trying on some of Wheelix because this buff is so exciting.
But just don't forget, when you initiate with initiative, the initial cooldowns are going to be all better anyway.
Yeah,
so
yeah, exactly.
It'll be good for you to remember.
Oh, yeah.
Those, like
Initiate with
Avatar, right?
initiative
The
on the
knockouts,
initial.
I know, I want to see more of those.
It's gonna be crazy. So next up, Nisha, also getting a buff, looking like Armillary Sash and Windfire Wheels.
Yeah, so Naja has been another assassin that's been struggling. just a
Oh
little bit. He's
no,
getting a
yeah,
bunch
this
of
is
extra damage on the sash to
this
kind of
is
encourage you
not
to win a little
good.
bit more, and not only that,
Hybrid
it is going
Naja's
to
gonna
cool
fuck
down
your
by
day.
2 seconds as well. So
Hybrid
using
Naja's gonna
passion is
fuck
going to be a
you
little less
in the
risky
face.
because it'll come up more.
Yeah.
You'll be doing that extra damage, and hopefully when you're in there, you can commit and just get the kill.
The
at that
3's
point.
gonna be
But,
on a
on
fucking
top of that,
7-second
even if you
cooldown.
are going to jump in, you could also kind of finish them off with Windfire Wheels, and so that's getting extra protections when you land. So you come down, you're in the middle of everybody, let's just say, after you've sashed in, and now you're getting some extra protections that you are just able to use at this point, and it's
They
gonna be
literally
great for
buff
the
3
last
junglers
crew,
that I don't care
the
about,
ultimate, no
but
matter how long it is, and then you come
they're
back down,
gonna
you'll
be
have
annoying to
the
play
protection
against.
still.
Got
Yeah,
it.
and the other interesting part there is we actually added a component so that for those protections are happening, after you use it, you have to hit, but it's also happening if you miss, which is kind of going to be.
You
something,
get protections now
I
even
didn't
if you
double check, the
miss
ability provides
or if they
protections
beads
on
it.
fire, even if Mr. Clean's like,
That's
I'm
a
gonna
smart
back it.
change.
it's something that I think a lot of nutshell players, and it's probably one of the assassins that I enjoy the most. If you miss, which I do often, you kind of are putting yourself in a really bad spot. Or if you miss and they cleanse it with bees, right? That's something that's happening a little bit more often with the gap that we introduced with the ease of using that beads during that timer. So now you still have some protections. Now you still have the ability to maybe get yourself out of there with a reduced cooldown on a military slash. Maybe go to a different target instead.
Yeah, you're not totally owned when you use this and they beats it or you miss it. And the other thing that you can do is use it defensively if you need some extra protections to run away. And then you even have that for when that situation arises.
Yeah, see, nice multi-purpose ability. You gotta love it.
Exactly.
So next on the docket, Susano getting some buffs, kind of a lot. So there's Wind Siphon and Typhoon that are getting touched up a little bit, and then there's some non-conquest changes happening as well, right?
So this is really interesting, and it's something that we introduced with the non-conquest changes. Like it's a new valve that can, new like way we can change.
Fuck?
Exactly. I was just like, I don't know whether it's just like thinking.
All right, well, Susano is already good. You're gonna play against Susano every game.
What I'm trying to say is we're going to be buffing Susano for Conquest specifically, but nerfing him elsewhere because he's one of those gods that actually performed quite well.
Susano is already fucking
one reason why we couldn't buff him as easily in the past because we buffing him.
You're going to see Susano played all the time now.
Exactly. Now we can focus a little bit more for Conquest. So for Conquest, Wind Siphon, again, just like looking at those assassins, those low power scaling abilities, 60% was quite low. It does provide a lot of utility there, you know, bringing them all the way to Susano or just the repositioning, but we're bringing this more in line with other assassin abilities. Again, something that we can really do now for Conquest specifically. Typhoon for his ultimate, specifically when refiring it early, you'll now be doing some more damage, and then cooldown ultimate's something that assassins with some team fight abilities, which makes them probably good in the other game modes, will now be a little bit easier to use in Conquest itself.
Okay, cool.
Especially with Susano specifically, where, you know, if you are throwing out Typhoon and you want to fully charge it up, people are going to see it, they're going to know it's happening. So making sure if you quick fired, it's doing a little bit more, and if you have to use it and people get out of it, you know, maybe you've wasted it by accident, which I've done a couple of times, but you know, it'll be on cooldown a little bit less amount of time. So you know what? Just throw it out a little bit more often. Give it a shot, even if they run away. It'll be
everyone's gotta go learn that auto attack cancel now.
I've learned, and I'll do better next time. So awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
So video's up. Don't worry.
Conquest, we have a little bit just to cool down. It looks like the cooldowns are longer. Ultimate cooldown's a little longer, and then god damage a little bit down.
Yeah, so kind of the same vein that we buffed him for Conquest. We're kind of just nerfing along the same axes for non-Conquest.
Cool. Well, good stuff. Next up, Kukulkan. A little bit of a buff as well. Zephyr just having a little work done.
Yeah, we're just moving on to our next kind of section here. So we've got a couple of majors up next. Assassins, you're done. You got all your buffs already.
Quite a lot of stuff for them, too.
I mean, it's pretty good buffs. I'm not going to lie.
It was,
but yeah, Kukulkan is another god that's very consistent in how he plays. Really, the biggest skill cap is if you can hit that Zephyr and if you can hit the Spirit of the Nine Winds. So we want to reward players who are hitting that Zephyr more often with just a little bit extra damage. We want you guys to feel like that ability is really
just buffed fucking Spear, too, right? Spear of the Magus.
You hit it? Thank you. Congratulations. Next mage up, Ra, another buff. Looks like a Searing Pain.
Now this one's exciting. This one's gonna be so cool.
We got some exciting stuff, and Ra's definitely one of them.
Yeah, Ra is one of them. So Searing Pain, obviously his ultimate, is super fun snipe ultimate. That is like the reason you play Ra. Now it's doing 15% more scaling. So the later you go into the game, the more damage this is gonna do.
Are they just hold on?
It turns out.
Are they not just scaling it up so it can
going to be felt by
like one shot again?
Yeah, hyper suntan emitter. So
is that not just gonna one shot again, like pre? Everyone getting tankier.
That was skin line, wasn't it? Right?
It's just his joke.
I'm just gonna leave. They can handle this. They don't need me here. All right, Vulcan next up, also getting a buff. Backfire and Inferno Cannon. A little Vulcan action.
Vulcan about to be meta, boys.
This is a spicy meatball, right?
I like
Vulcan. This is a spicy buff.
Thanks, AJ. We love you.
We love AJ.
Yeah, Backfire. So one of the things that we noted in the update notes as well. So definitely make sure when you're reading through these patch notes, it's something.
What are they doing?
Spend a lot of time. Make sure
you can one while crippled. What?
This is interesting. So as you know, we've created more gods as like abilities have changed over time. We have like incidental movement abilities.
Yeah, that's really good.
With his dropkick as well.
Like really fucking good.
High-level players can make use of that for strong plays for the movement, but the majority of other players are kind of just being hurt by the fact that this can be crippled out of. It can be just, stop them from using one of their core abilities.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, we're using this as a consistency case to say that Backfire is one of those incidental movement abilities, and now making it so that it no longer counts as a movement ability and cannot therefore be crippled. So you can actually make use of it even if you are still crippled.
Got it. You can use that as kind of an escape method to get
That's
away
nuts.
from a cripple or position yourself.
Vulcans,
or just
that's a really, really big quality of life
I
change.
guess that's true, huh?
That's the important
Massive.
part. And Inferno Cannon,
Kind of, you can't even like.
It's seen its strengths over the years. Right now, it's just not one of those times.
You don't even realize how big of a quality of life change that is.
Exactly.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I remember such a flashback. SWC 2015. SWC is all in the mind, but that was the first one I ever went to, and I just remember like I was guarding a door, stood like this, like the whole day, but there was a TV right there, so the entire time it was like, and just watching Vulcan fire off. Like it was so early, and it was just such a crazy time. So every time I see Vulcan, I think of that.
Yeah, maybe we'll see some Vulcans this year.
fun to
in,
watch.
Worlds, maybe.
We'll see. Next up, Scylla, another buff. Crush, getting a little crushier, I guess.
Yeah, so how this basically works is when you max Crush, you get a debuff of magical protection that comes with it. Normally it just has a slow, but once you get it to rank 5, then it's got that Prot Shred. So what happens is you hit someone with Crush, let's say, they get slowed for 1 second. But that Prot reduction goes away, currently, as soon as you do that. But what we're actually doing now is we're tying that Prot reduction to the slow, so whenever you are slowed still by Scylla's Crush, you still also have that Prot reduction on you.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So that gives a chance for a
Random,
little extra damage
okay.
to sneak in there while the slow persists. Okay,
Exactly.
I like that. Nice. Next up, I hate when a name's thrown at me and I'm like I work here and I still always get Apois. Is that
Apois.
Apois? Apois. See, I don't play him very often. Not a mid laner.
Ooh, Mindy's
Alright,
coming
so
back,
Fleeting
boys.
Breath,
GG.
Empty the crypts and some non-conquest stuff, kind of like you mentioned.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I also think
alluded
Apois
to
is
this
hyper
earlier,
undervalued right now.
Apois is going to be the other character that's kind of getting the same type of change, which is a shift. It's a buff for conquest and a nerf for the non-conquest game modes.
Fair enough.
I think it has historically been understood that Apois can be quite good, to just put it politely, in the
Yes.
non-conquest game modes.
Yes.
But in conquest himself, maybe not so strong. So I think these are almost self-explanatory.
Fleeting Breath, is that the 3?
Some buffs for his Fleeting Breath for his 3 and for Empty
So the
Crypt,
3
his ultimate,
just got
which is
a-
actually a rerun as well. Something that we
late
thought
game
was increasingly
big
frustrating
buff.
in other
Like,
game
dude,
modes.
that's a
In
pretty big
Conquest,
buff.
Almost something he really needed to keep himself alive.
It went up 20
While
base damage per
kind of being
tick. Doesn't it
safety
take like
changes
5
for the
times?
non-conquest game modes, but the other way around.
Yeah,
Got
so
it.
Empty the Crypt's getting a little bit better, but also you're going to have it a lot less often in non-conquest games.
Exactly.
Oh, it's only 4 times?
That's good. So in arena, I can like initiate a team fight, and maybe this time I won't get ulted into the earth. Cool. Well, I'll remember that on Tuesday.
I
when
mean,
I'm
it's still possible. But
Yeah, no, it'll still happen. It always does. So next up, moving away from mages, a little tankier now, we have Kuzenbo getting kind of a little list of changes. Passive is getting a touch up. Watery Grave also getting a little bit of a touch up on the buff side.
Yeah, so to touch on the passive really quick, this isn't a change really at all. The only thing that is different here is the description to clarify what it means, because previously his passive stated that you lose water on displacement. What is displacement? Actually, it's true hard CC. So before we talked about introducing true hard CC in the 9.7 mid-season update, so anything that's classified under there, that's like your banishes, your grabs, your pulls, your knockups, that will make him lose some of his water in his bowl. So that is the only thing that is really changing, is now that's just clarified. But Watery Grave is actually an interesting one, because now we're actually increasing that damage after the first spin. So this is like anytime you hit someone after the first time that you hit them. So it's not that I spin and now my damage is lower always. It's the first time after you hit a specific god, it goes down. But actually that damage is increasing from 50% to 60%. So now you'll hit for 100%, and then 60, 60, 60, and so on and so forth.
Got it.
And then the other thing that Kuzenbo is getting is he's getting extra mitigation while he's channeling this ability. So you'll be a little bit more tanky to anyone
they
who's
buffed
not
his ult.
caught in
That's
the
it.
Watery Grave.
That makes sense. Kind of getting into the shell, getting a little tank there. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
So
That's what
awesome.
turtles do.
Well,
That's enough of a reason. That should be,
yeah, honestly,
That's what turtles do.
it was just a logical thing. We really sat down and looked at turtles, and we had a
Well, I
whole
guess
meeting
he's a
about
Kappa,
turtles.
so
Well,
close enough.
Yeah, it's a direct comparison. So cool. That was tank. That was fun. Next up, Rama getting a little bit of a buff as well.
Yeah, so now we're moving on to hunters. Hunters who are generally performing quite well as a class.
Yeah.
Some hunters quite a bit less so, right? not just under the mark, but under the mark by quite a bit.
Where the fuck did this come from?
And Rama's
What?
definitely one of those. So
Rama's
Astral Flight
really
reduces the
good.
damage, so this is a one after the first target, so
Okay.
making that a little bit easier, whether you're going to be
Yeah.
poking your enemies through the minion wave or the minion wave itself, and also making it a little bit more easy to use. all the time
Okay.
by decreasing the mana cost. So there's a flat mana cost of I think 20 mana, and we're reducing that down to 15 per shot. So I think usually
I just
Hunters,
don't understand
as well
because I
as
feel like
Rama
Rama's
specifically,
already
kind of
really
has
good.
pretty good wave clear,
Yeah.
but that mana really is an inhibitor, kind of in the same way that Shablanke with his toggle is on too. And we've definitely addressed that over the last
This is weird.
over the last year or so.
Yeah.
Making sure it doesn't feel as restrictive. And then the
Minor
ultimate is
buff,
actually
so it's not
damage
going to be
over.
like
You
a
notice that-
huge change. I just
I
don't
think it makes
understand
sense.
why.
Ram kind of lives a fine line on whether the ultimate is too strong or too weak,
Yeah.
and right now it is definitely on the weak side. So go ahead and hit those shots, and you're definitely going to be doing a lot more damage now.
Yeah, let's see those plays.
Dish it out. Excellent. Next up, Ternunos also getting some buffs. Heavy Glaive and Bramble Blast.
Yeah, these are some interesting ones. So with Easter's release, we saw a lot of people trying out Hunters in the Jungle again, and so we were like, okay, well, what else can we do?
They're
to
buffing
help
Cern and
characters
trying to make
give
him a
little bit more of that
jungler.
flexibility when they're clearing jungle camps just in general. And so one of those hunters that immediately sprang to mind was Carnanos, because he can just sit in front of all of those purple buffs, whatever he's clearing in the jungle, and just
They're
swing
upping
and
his
just
melee
passive,
cleave damage,
clear him a little bit
right?
better. So we are increasing that damage a little bit. So 10%
What the
is
fuck?
not insignificant. So he'll be clearing them hopefully
What?
pretty much a little bit faster.
That shit's gonna hit hard
And
as
then
fuck
other
if
than
you're in
that,
melee
we're gonna
range.
help him with his clear and his poke a little bit more by increasing.
But
the
it's dumb
damage
because this is
Bramble
gonna buff
Blast
Cern
between
as an
the initial
ADC.
and the area damage over
This
time.
isn't gonna make him plate in the
So
jungle.
when you hit it, it's gonna be doing a little bit more, and if all the minions are staying in your field of brambles,
is
they'll
weird.
also be taking a little bit more damage. Yep.
Awesome. All good stuff around. Cool. And with that, we're through with balance.
Woo!
Yeah, that was good.
That's
stuff.
it.
A lot of cool changes. Yeah,
This
excited
is-
for it. Excited for that new map too. That's gonna be
It's so cool.
it's gonna be minty. Tuesday's gonna be incredible. So
And we gotta start collecting the crabs.
that's true.
This
It's always about the crabs. So
Worst
Next up,
case
we're
for
moving
what we
into
could have got today.
community news, and there is all kinds of stuff for me to talk about. So let's hop right into it. First up, the Nickelodeon event. It's been super cool. I've been earning those flips, making sure to get all those. But
Oh, they didn't nerf KA. They didn't even nerf Gladshield.
That time limit is Tuesday, so y'all have until the next update to make sure that you hop in and get all those free flips. Because those cool. The skins will still be available for direct purchase, but all those free cosmetics you can earn by just playing games and earning the tile flips, those are gonna go away with the event. So make sure y'all are getting those before next Tuesday. You really got to queue up this weekend to make sure you get those games in. So excited for those. Next up, I just want to touch on SWC again. Make sure that y'all are getting those tickets. We are incredibly excited. I literally cannot go a day without talking to somebody about OMG SWC. So make sure y'all are getting the tickets before they're gone, especially with the early bird prices going on right now. That is a limited time thing. Eventually they will go to a normal price, but before they do that, just go ahead and get them out of the way so that you save that money. So super excited to see all of y'all there. I'm going to be spamming hashtag, Worlds with Fans basically through January, probably a little after January, just, hype die down. You know how it works. So super excited about that. Also, SPL news. The Leviathans Invitational, celebrating the reign of the Atlanta Leviathans, is coming up, and we're super excited for it. That's actually September 23rd through 25th. Going to be a lot of fun. They're going to have some fun game modes. Going to have some Hirez versus pros. So if I can get there, I will. If you want to see me get dominated by the world champions, feel free to. I'll be happy to put out as much talent as I can. So make sure to head over to the Twitter too at Smite Pro and check it out, because you can actually participate in the fan prediction event powered by UltPix, and you could win up to 3,000 gems. It's a lot of gems. So make sure y'all check that out and get excited. Again, September 23rd through 25th. That's going to be huge. And finally, some merch news. Super excited about this. We're powered by Skulls now. That's right. We have some new merch showing up. Right now, there's a couple items, a few hats, some awesome hoodies and shirts, and there will be more in the future. So make sure y'all check that out, because things are going to roll in and just continue to be awesome. So get that drip before you come to SWC and flex all your awesome Skulls merch while we're there. So I'll definitely be doing that. Next up, we have some quality of life stuff, actually, that I'm really excited about, too. And first of all, more God avatars. So as we introduced last patch, we're trying to continue to roll out these God avatars. And you'll earn them the same way. Play with, as, or against the gods whose avatars we are releasing in this update, and earn their avatar. Easy peasy. So we're going to, continue to try to work these in the future, and we are excited to introduce more. We also have 80 new exclusive skins coming to the Awesome Chest. So if you're like, man, Awesome Chest sure is awesome, except I own all the awesome stuff, maybe you won't now. There'll be 80 more skins in there. This
is not quality of life.
Excited for that. And in the avatar world, SEC avatars are available, actually, coming with 9.9. So if you're looking to support your SEC team, pick up one of those avatars and flex on your friends, because you're like, my team is going to take it all this year. And when you're right, the bragging rights will be immaculate. Last but not least, we've upgraded the UI icons for Lono's and Rangda's masks to be a little more in line with the other starter items. So we're adding things like the starter item border and a little bit of that decoration too, just to bring them more in line with some of that other stuff. So lots of quality of life. If I ran all that too fast, I'm sorry. I talk really fast, but it is on the update notes. So make sure you check all of that out because a lot of really cool quality of life stuff and bug fixes always there on the update notes for y'all to see. All right, cool. Now into the skins. Y'all excited to talk about some skins?
I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah.
These skins are so great. I just can't wait to go through them.
Oh, yeah. I got some sneak peekage. So, I mean, let's dive right into it. So, coming out week 1, which is September 20th, so next Tuesday. We've talked about this. Y'all know. Odyssey Soaring Isles getting some more skins, starting with Catless Atlas.
He's so
yeah.
cute.
It's so
Look at
good.
him.
That's phenomenal.
Oh, man.
I love the cat skins that we've like created out, especially with like, these bigger characters. And Catless just made sense with that ball of yarn as well for his Astroglabe. That's sick.
That is so good.
Oh, he's so fluffy.
He's so
Like
adorable.
the chibi face tech I think that we do there or whatever. It's just so cool.
Yeah.
Look at his
Oh, the
little
fish
bitty
armor.
tail. Oh my goodness, he's got a little stump tail.
That is
Just like the red ribbons kind of come on off him. The
Oh.
material there is so cool. This is
Yeah.
This is great. I love this skin.
Yeah, that red really pops. As an Atlas lover, I'll be locking this skin basically constantly. Let's hear the voice line.
The only hero they need, right? Meow.
Are you playing with me right, Meow? I am so excited about this.
Oh,
Deliver
not
that
the
pun
cat
so
puns.
I
seriously. love
know,
it.
right?
Oh, I cannot.
So seriously. So,
I just can't do
you know,
this.
when you get the skin, make sure to check out that recall. I hear it's very cat-like. So.
Oh, okay.
They say they're excited one
next
more
up in
time.
the Odyssey Soaring Isles, we're going to be seeing Twilight Sky Jingwei. So let's see Jingwei.
Whoa. Very cool.
I love this angle.
Yeah, right?
That's so interesting.
Card is beautiful.
Her wings are so pretty. She's got like the sparkles on her shoulders too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then like the light coming in from
What
that
a
top
look.
corner. Whew. That is absolutely beautiful. I love it.
Oh wow.
Oh, that blue
That
pops.
really, that was exactly the thing.
Yeah.
Is that pops. That's good.
Yeah, those blues all layered on top of each other, like they're similar, right? In that they're all blues, but I love just how delicate the difference in values are. It just layers so well.
Yeah, that gradient from white to blue is truly spectacular, and it feels like it's present in every aspect of this game, so it's really thematic. So let's hear the voice line.
Time to spread my wings and explore.
Awesome. Super,
Sweet.
I mean, love it.
Yeah, I'm down. I'll be using this.
So next up, on kind of the opposite end, we're back to horror with the Nightmares chest and Lucid.
Crazy, you're
Nightmares
telling me this isn't the most exciting skin ever?
Oh,
Let's
sick.
just.
Oh my God.
I'm so
that's awesome.
excited
Like
for this
skeletal
skin
chest, that
because it
nightmare
pays
skin.
my
Yeah, I have not seen
fucking
it.
salary.
That staff is really cool.
I'm
And
so
all the
The
eyes.
eyeball on his
fucking
leg, dude?
excited.
Ugh.
And
Oh,
there's
everywhere
staff-
actually. I'm
there's
sorry. There's a lot
lots of
more.
eyeballs. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
None in his
shoulder and his
actual head. He
arm.
just has like the burning eye sockets, but he's got eyes other
I
places.
just
Oh my God, this
like
art
I
is
can't
actually
care
Insane. Like the detail and the
because
texture
Hirez
of
is
the
doing
back
the
is almost
dumbest shit in these
every single
patches.
layer. Oh my
Sweet.
The
God.
eyes are moving.
Like, that's actually a really
Eyes
cool
are-
skin,
eyes are
but
moving.
the rest of the patch
Just
just
body eyes.
bamboozled me.
Wow, this
Nope.
skin owns.
Wait, this is Sun Wukong as well, so there's gonna be some cool models coming up, right? For his
Yeah,
animals?
yeah, it should be super cool. So, this is horror. Let's hear the
This is
voice
a,
line.
oh wait, Echo.
This world is too quiet.
They gotta fuck up something. It can't be perfect.
When you can
Hirez
embrace
doesn't
the
understand perfection.
excitement of chaos.
Always gotta fuck up something,
Big
dude.
cast fan. Yeah. Big fan of. So super cool. Kind of a new theme too. The team told me this is a new theme they're approaching and looking into. So if you like this in the way that you're horrified by it, let us know and we'll make more of them, I guess.
I
Which
love
is
it.
even scarier. But should have some really cool new VFX too. I've been told. So look forward to that. Look forward to that. You know, the models in game too. That'll be really cool. So moving on from that. Now this, I'm so excited about this. I have to preface this really dramatically because I'm so excited. We're adding a new Avatar character.
Yes.
That's right.
I
Avatar
have
The Last
seen this.
Airbender.
Very excited.
Wait,
And
what?
there's no way y'all guess who it is. Coming to Smite, we have Momo.
Oh, it's
It's Momo!
Look how cute.
yeah, it's
Is this a
Momo.
fucking
it's
rat
coming
skin?
To Smite along with the Avatar skins. That's,
Yeah.
Oh my
This
God.
is a rat
So in
skin.
the Avatar chest, you will be able to get Momo Ratatoskr.
Yeah, they've been buffing Rat for 3 patches
Good, yeah.
because of this, bro.
Man, I love it.
Because of this.
Momo.
And Ratatoskr as
Rat
well.
has been playing for 3
It
years.
literally is perfect. Yeah. Like
We
somebody
should have
told
seen
me
this
about I
coming
was like,
from
that
a
is
mile
such a
away.
Goodness.
Oh, look at him.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
sweet.
He's
The
so
fa-
Another
Face
fucking
animations are so
insanely good
good.
Avatar skin, but we
And
should
they're,
have seen
like,
this
flying,
coming
too. Oh, I absolutely love this.
months
Oh my
ago.
God. I'm sorry, there's no other Ratatoskr skin in my eyes. This is the only one.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Ratatoskr has all these cool skins, and then all of a sudden it's like, what do you mean? He has one skin. It's Momo. I don't know what you're
Momo,
talking
yeah.
about.
It's just Momo at this point. Oh my god, he's so cute.
It is so perfect.
This
Let's hear the
skin
voice line.
is really like. Why are all the Avatar skins so fucking good?
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
I think
I
that's his
agree.
whole voice pack too. Is he just makes the little chirping noises,
That is
which
so good.
it's very funny. I love the voice packs like that.
Awesome. Well, I mean, it's Momo. Momo
about to get your
is
ass
such
beat by
an
Momo.
awe-inspiring presence that I think we need to see him in game. So let's
Oh,
check it
sweet.
out in game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got his
Oh,
apple.
he's got an
I was
apple.
thinking about that. Oh, that's so
Oh,
smart.
the dance.
Oh my god.
He's like looking
getting
for it. The
down.
dance is like, it's a dance, but it's also him like reaching for his apple at the same time. That's
It's so
cool.
good.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so there's so much with it. I mean,
Oh, the apple is his, it's his
It's
acorn.
the acorn, yeah.
Makes- oh my gosh,
oh
of
my,
course.
Oh, stop.
all the
I can't even
flying too
explain
mixed
it
into
right
the.
now.
That's so good.
I'm ecstatic. The little air swirls. Oh, that's
Nice.
really
Yeah.
nice.
He's
That's
like,
really
he's a mini
pretty.
airbender.
Yeah. the
Yeah,
apples.
everyone else can have some apples too, I guess.
You
True.
get another acorn, you get 5 apples.
Good skin.
True. Ooh, and up in the sky.
It might be
Almost flying.
Flying
not the
from
best of
skins.
all
It's so
Avatar
cool.
skins, but it's
Oh,
still a really
that
good skin.
airbend- Oh, that's
That is
so
so cool.
awesome. Such an exciting
done.
present. So dance is awesome. I mean, the flapping and the run animation to really, bring Momo to life. And then, I don't know if we'll be able to see these here, but hop in game and make sure to win and, lose too to see both of the victory and defeat screens, which are
This is
custom
2,500
for
gems.
Momo.
What?
So super excited about that.
I
But
thought it was in a chest.
Yeah, get down.
I love it. And the voice pack is so good too. I love the chirp noises. So super excited to have Momo join the Battleground of the Gods as part of the Avatar chest with Avatar: The Last Airbender. Super, super exciting. I absolutely love it. So next up, we're moving into week 3 now. So live October 4th. And we'll be doing more Odyssey Soaring Isle skins, starting with Necrofume's Agni.
Ooh, now
Sweet.
that's a sick card art.
That's spooky.
Yeah, I love that like one of them has like the crown and the other one has like a mini crown.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Almost looks like tusks too on the other one.
Yeah, on just one, I like that. Just like, the difference between the two heads is really
Yeah, I
Yeah,
totally agree.
He's got that duality going on in the voice pack as well, I believe.
cool. Oh yeah? Nice.
Ooh.
Don't we already have like 10
I
Agni
super
skins?
love it with the green too. That's awesome. Oh,
Ooh,
Oh,
even
that's
Okay, that doesn't even look as good in
Yeah.
game.
Wow. It's got skulls everywhere,
It's
some
boring in
questions,
game.
Like the souls. sort of
Oh,
vibe.
yeah.
GG. Yeah,
Gotta
we get
have
an
those
echo too?
skulls.
each new victim.
No,
is
this one won't have an
skull.
echo because the skin doesn't look that
A
good.
lot of skulls. Cool. I absolutely love it. Let's hear the voice line.
At last, my return has been destined.
I told you, if it's a good skin, it has an echo. If it's a shit skin, it doesn't have an echo.
Those poor,
Simple math, boys. Hirez is as predictable as it gets.
me.
He is for sure scary.
Yeah.
But another thing to note with this, like I said about the voice pack, he's got that double head going on, so one of them's more kingly than the other. So you might hear
Oh,
a more
ooh.
kingly, regal side of him, and then you'll hear the scary lich side of him.
That's
so
Ooh,
some
that's,
interesting mix-ups there that the actor did an incredible job with.
that is awesome. Excited to hear more of that. So next up in the week 3 Soaring Isles releases, we have Bioslicer Tsukuyomi.
Well, that's
Uh-oh.
a spoiler for something
There's a
else coming up.
spoiler
That's
there.
not
We'll jump
What
ahead. That's
the
taco time. Bakasura.
Coming up right after. so
Coming
at
up
least
right
it's
What?
after. So
It's
yeah.
not too, just a.
We're getting a
Spoiler.
taco,
Spoiler.
Bakasura,
What
what
you're
the
looking for.
fuck?
There we go.
That's Bioslicer.
That is.
We don't give a fuck about
That's
this
actually
Tsukuyomi
wrong.
shit now. Show me
Yeah,
Taco
Bio
Baka.
Slicing something's head
You
off,
do
it
be
looks like.
slicing. Yeah, you can see in the background the Hydra, I guess that's what it
Oh,
looks like.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
yeah, but,
one
like,
of the heads is.
Razy, you would come out of the fucking woodwork.
He do be
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that's true. He hasn't thought it all the way through yet. He's just slicing.
I mean, if you slice fast enough, right? Like, I'm
Surely
True.
he
Now-
knows what's to come. That guy looks like he's battle hardened and ready to go.
Oh yeah. Now unfortunately no turnaround for this one, but we do have the voice line, so we can hear in on that.
Was my arrival a surprise? Surely this is not the best.
It's got an echo, that means in game it's gonna look good.
Me.
He's just ready for slicing. He's threatening. So super excited for this. Again, these are part of
Super
Odyssey Soaring
excited.
Isles week 3, so these will come out
My
October 4th,
my
so look out
fucking
for that.
blood pressure's just
So next
spiking
up,
thinking
something
about
that
it.
we tease a little bit. Now y'all get to see in full motion the Taco Time Chest and Takasura Bakasura.
Yeah.
Taco Time Chest and Takasura Bakasura. 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 Taco
Yeah, this is a thing.
It's a thing.
Bro,
It's a
his
tasty
melees
thing.
are about to be
It's a thing
fucking
with guac.
sick.
He's not really happy to be getting served up.
It kind of looks like a
not a very
Dorito
happy person.
Server
taco
looks happy
though.
to be given away.
Yeah, that looks like a cheesy taco.
I love all the food card arts though, and how all of them are like these scenes, right? They're so they paint this
It's
picture.
also just the extra stuff. That's like the Grim Mariachi Loki.
Yeah,
like,
Doritos
isn't it?
Locos Taco, dude.
It is.
Partnership with Hirez?
Little
Small,
references.
awesome additions, but done
Yeah.
with art. It's very cool.
Love that.
Super cool. Look at this angry little taco man.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Oh, not
yeah,
angry.
No, look at
Adorable.
him.
No, he's happy. He's gonna be.
Yeah, I don't know.
like
Horrifying.
his
I don't know how I feel about this.
Chibs on his hand. That's what he's gonna be attacking
Those
me
are
with.
his nachos, man.
Yeah. The nacho hand.
Am I?
chip, that is,
Am I?
the
What
shoes
the
are drippy,
fuck am
don't
I
know about
looking
that,
at?
so.
Have some style and
The
flair
way
if
his
he's gonna be
Face
walking
undulates
around.
his body.
I was
Well,
about
that's
to
his
say.
mouth, excuse you.
The entire thing is a mouth opening.
It's bothering me deeply. So let's do the first one.
Flashlight skin. What am I looking at, bro?
I absolutely love it. Well, again, these food skins, I love them so much that I will always beg to see them
What
in
the
game. and
fuck
think
am
they're
I
being
looking
good.
at, bro?
Yeah, let's see it in game. How about it?
Nice.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at it. Every time his chest mouth moves.
What
it
is
freaks me out.
that?
I need to see him eat
Who
something.
made this? Why does it
I mean,
open?
that's the cool thing about tacos, right? You can
That
literally
is
add
not
anything
what
to
your
them. Yeah,
taco is supposed to
just
do.
like
What is
that, you can add
happening?
whatever.
Taco battle.
Go in and
True. You
make
wanna
make
add
a
What is going
minion
on?
god
a
taco.
manticore, a harpy, anything in there that you want to eat
Oh my
up.
gosh,
It's
this
all
is so
yours.
fast.
Oh, there we
Cool.
go.
It swallows it.
Oh man.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
Truly,
Oh,
whatever
no.
you desire.
These visual effects
Bruh.
are so
Oh
cool.
my
Yo.
gosh, they're so cheesy.
Okay, that looks sick.
Just what cheese.
Like literally.
Tacos? What?
Oh, bro,
That
it's
is
gonna be
so
horrifying.
good. I'm more scared to face this though, because like the sheer terror of being consumed by a taco.
I mean, I run away from.
What
Baka
are
every time,
those?
so now I'm just gonna run away twice as fast.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
You're
What
eating
the
the
fuck?
taco? Nah, the taco's
No.
eating you.
No, not today.
Oh,
PXG.
that's so cool.
Look at the taco.
Yo, I need someone to go clip
Don't worry about it. Nothing sketchy.
the
Nothing scary.
clip
No, just come have a snack.
the
a
the
snack.
turnaround when they were showing this off.
Oh man.
This is so cool.
Yeah, that is. I love all of these food skins, and I love these animations. we
Bro,
have
there's
to, like,
no
people
way
down
they
food,
saw this
so
and didn't all
this,
think
we're
that.
gonna get the hot
There's
dog,
no
and it's
way.
gonna be, like, oh,
Burger, we've got all sorts
Yeah.
of fun
Yeah,
stuff.
what's next?
yeah,
Fries and
what's
drink?
next? Yeah, we have so. Yeah, true. We're getting the whole combo meal up and running, really. So this is super awesome. Again, part of the Taco Time Test coming with week 3. That's October 4th. So look out for that bonus update, because, oh boy, this skin. All right, so last but not least, we have the Royal Suit Chest with King of Hearts Zeus. So
Bro, you know the
that's
Thor
nice.
skin with
That's
the with the
really
special emote where he fucking takes the
Yeah,
hammer and
nice.
starts
That is very
like
cool.
pumping it in the air.
I mean, how can you? not,
Everyone
right?
needs to know that is. Aggro's not here right now, so
Yeah, I
I'm
was
just
gonna say.
super excited on his behalf.
Oh,
We have to be
no.
excited for Aggro here
We
because
buff
he's getting
Zeus
a
with
new
this,
new skin. Sorry, no buffs. But
Why, bro?
Ooh, look at that.
Has arrived.
Your king. Has
Well,
been-
no one cares about whatever the
I love how,
fuck
like,
this is.
chiseled his facial hair
The
is.
King of Hearts. No one
I feel like
asked.
he has some of that like artistic flair that
A
like
scepter.
a stylish King of Hearts card would have. So he's like got
Oh
that
my
stylized
God.
beard going on. He's got the angles. Ooh, and look at the lightning.
What were they
I
thinking, bro?
love the like the heart bell stuff going on,
Oh,
as
look
well
at
as
the
the
like little
aegis.
filigree going on in that shield. That's
Very
really
cool.
nice.
I agree. Super cool, and the first skin inspired kind of by that T5.
Yo, I had someone last night in my YouTube comments tell me I was an idiot because I didn't know Book of Thoth had 10% cooldown on it.
Next up,
Oh my
and
God.
that's really
That's
pretty.
awesome.
Wow. All right. So next up, and last but not
Mid
least, we
laners
have
are
the Battle
idiots.
Pass coming out with this.
Yes, we do.
Super excited for this Battle
Yep.
Pass too. The Houses at War Battle Pass. So, I mean, come on, it's Houses at War. We have 4 noble houses that we're representing, and obviously they gotta have.
It
the
doesn't have
representing gods.
cooldown
So
on
we'll
it.
start off by looking at House Unicorn, Changa. Let's check it
Ooh,
out.
Nice.
Oh
Wow.
That is
oh my
regal.
gosh, look at the unicorn bunny.
The Unicorn Bunny.
Changa is very, very cool, but so is the unicorn bunny.
Yeah.
I hate how they give
It's important
Chunga
to
these
know,
like
just so we all
awesome
know.
Oh, yeah,
melee
100%.
looking skins when she's
Oh
not
my God,
melee.
that's so pretty too. Like the slash color.
Oh, I love the colors in
Wow.
the game. The materials on like
The
that
bunny.
armor piece there, like the
feels
frills is so cool.
Yeah,
Kinda
they're
like
like
stained glass.
Yo, they
almost.
need a reverse skin where the bunny is the main skin and the little Chunga runs around.
that's
That is a
pretty.
fancy
Well done,
bling.
3D art.
Grabbing
That's
fucking
heirloom,
items.
handed down through generations in the House of the Unicorn.
Oh yeah, definitely the House Unicorn, like symbolic weapon for sure. And I also love the mohawk on the.
Yeah,
armor.
that's actually a big MMO fan and RPG fan. Just seeing sets like this where you know it's like, oh, this is just like the end armor set that you get after like beating the boss 50 times. Those are always the ones that draw my eye, and this is definitely one of them.
I super agree. Let's hear the voice line.
It is time for House Unicorn to enter the fray.
And indeed they shall.
Yo, Razy, do you not add chat
I love that the bunnies
to a
covered
clip?
like half covered by the helmet.
Because of that clip,
Unicorn armor. All right, let's
that Natmoose
go
just
in
dropped
game
in
and check
there
this one out. I
with the
think this is pretty
chat in the left corner would be fucking hilarious.
Wow.
That is so pretty.
And the bunny's still just there, just like waiting. Man.
Yeah. What's up?
Ma'am,
Need me to
will
do
you
something?
Please
No?
get to bed now.
Oh.
Oh.
He was ready to stand at attention. He was like, "What's up?"
Spear us with that unicorn horn.
True.
Yeah, jeez.
I think there's a
Have
way
to
to
be careful with
download
that.
the chat and do it. I just don't
that's
remember
super
how.
pretty. I absolutely love it. So, and yeah, just seeing
Look
that,
at the
like, looking at it too, it
textures.
kind of makes me think of like rain running down a stained glass window, you know, like
Yeah.
that constant kind of. I guess
I don't know why we're
movement
looking at this
flow.
in game.
Even
I
notice
don't
the
understand.
material is
Like, it's
moving.
a cool
That's
skin, but
such
it's
a
not
subtle detail, but it's so
top
beautiful.
tier.
Ooh, those
Got good
are
colors.
great.
That's what we're
Wow.
playing off of here.
Like that blue.
And the like
It was
shink sound
dazzles,
from the
yeah.
blade, that's sick.
Yeah.
No need to
Ooh,
be
that one's nice
afraid.
too. I love the
Bro,
colors.
what if
Always
whoever,
It's like greenish,
like the
bluish purple.
casters or whatever the fuck they're called for this,
You
the
know the dev
hosts
team loves purple.
True.
who talk about the
Right,
skin
specifically
got
too, it's
commissions,
like,
and
oh,
that's why they
yeah,
hype
give
up
us
the
that extra
skins.
deep
Like
purple.
the more of these that sell, the more
basic
bonus
attacks,
they
very
get.
cool.
Yeah.
Those look so nice.
Like the clouds.
So that's why they
too,
say
or
like
that
this is
puzzle
so
fire,
exciting.
Oh,
Like, bro,
absolutely
it's
love
a-
it. So
it's-
super
it's
excited for
cool
this.
at best.
The next house we're going to be showing off is House Jackal with
It's a jackal?
Anubis. What?
Jackal? It's a
Jackal. It's a jackal. It is a jackal.
Oh, look at that art.
It's
Yeah.
Anubis.
Good.
Anubis does look good. That armor
Hungry for
too.
battle.
Hungry for souls, more like.
This is a recolor. Oh, great.
Anubis can have at least one
Oh,
soul.
Damn, this is
that's
so
a nice one.
exciting.
Studs too.
I can't wait to buy. I'm gonna buy this first.
Terrifying.
Never seen anything like it before.
Puts teeth in their helmets, huh?
The red, man. The red.
bad, I'm sorry.
That red is
So,
exciting.
cool. Let's hear the voice line.
I've never seen a red that red before.
Look into my eyes and gaze upon death itself.
Look at that, no echo.
Default Anubis, but I believe he has the voice pack of the other skin.
Yeah.
That this is a recolor of.
So
Gotcha.
either way, it's Anubis, and he's spooky, and he's representing House Jackal. So the next house coming into the fold, and this one's really exciting, House Dragon Yu Huang.
Hey,
It's
sweet.
his first skin.
It's his first
Oh,
skin.
that's awesome.
Oh my god.
And it's
So
incredible.
we're
We're
recoloring
gonna get a
the
Yuhua
Alquang
skin.
skin
We got
too.
it in this one right here. Look at this. It's
Yeah.
sick.
He's so
House
cool.
Dragon. That makes a lot of sense.
Right?
You know, he's kind of got like the thing with the dragons and the ultimate, and they duel and things like that.
Duel
It's
so
called
Dragon.
good casting. Haha.
It kind of works perfectly.
Oh, that's so awesome.
We
What
were
did we
just talking
say?
about
We
purples?
like purple.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to
we like
say.
purple.
I feel like we talked about purple recently. Oh, that's incredible.
Oh, and that back piece.
Yeah, that back piece.
No, I know it's Yu Wong. I'm just
It is.
saying.
From
It
that
just looks like
jade
an
deep,
Alquang
you
recolor.
know, purple dragon theme. It's sick.
It
Yeah.
kinda
Without a
feels
sword.
Like Dragon Knight Alquang from way back when. I believe it was like one of the first Odysseys ever. It's like that could be.
This is good
disciple here.
for
He's
Quang,
also part of the House of
Quang
Dragon.
for
True,
Yu Wong
true. Yeah, that'd be
because he
really
has
cool
no
too, like,
skins.
to take these houses and like fit
But
different
in
skins and
reality,
have
this is
different
not
styles and make that-
a
that'd be-
top tier
that'd be really
skin
cool.
by
Almost
any
teams
means.
And it works in
focused
the
on
lore
that.
too.
It
Yeah.
does. We got lore. So, you know, let's hear the voice
He's
line.
gonna echo, right?
We must hold the line. We cannot let these invaders claim the land that is rightfully ours.
No echo. It's almost there, but kind.
Defending his land.
They had to hint at
Not
it.
be that bad of a that much of a bad guy. Could be.
He just kind of wants to
Neutral.
stay in his own territory. you
Yeah,
know?
he's like, listen, this is mine.
Get out of here. He's got his rocking
He's gotta
chair.
protect
exactly.
his treasure. You know, he's a dragon. Dragons are treasure.
True.
His,
His
kingdom
land
is
is his
treasure.
hoard.
His people are his treasure.
How much is the skin though? That's the
in honor of
question.
The first skin. I mean, why not go in game?
At
right?
best, it's a
We
400 gold
have to.
skin.
Come on.
For him?
For him.
Oh.
For him. Nice. I
That
love
is
that.
so
Wow.
Sort of
It's
gem
just,
skin.
there's so many details. It's so intricate. I absolutely love that.
Oh, it's battle pass. Good.
That like poise and posture that he does as just the regular.
This does not look good in
Yeah,
game.
he's
You're
just
fucking
more-
high as shit.
more Dragony.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Yeah, because
Doubling
with his
down.
Colors look
with this kind of
awkward.
armor, you'd think like, oh, berserker, like going crazy, but
sweet.
no, it really has that calm.
Wow, those are some nice autos.
Yeah.
I like the
Still
autos,
got the Phoenix, but it's now dark and scary.
but his skin
Yeah,
is
I
so
get it with the
overly
purples.
dark.
Never to be.
Feels like I'm in a shadow.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, he's got
That's
that
cool.
down
Oh,
ready
I
to
love
go.
that.
Yeah.
That
smell
one looks
effect.
skinnier than the other one. Yeah, his autos look good.
So nice.
His autos look real
See
good.
the dragon.
Oh,
look at
that
the
dragon is awesome.
Nice.
so cool. Now the dragon flies away.
We're gonna see the dragon again, though.
Yeah. With
Oh, he's
the
gonna duel.
ultimate.
Look at them. They're
That
purple.
is so great looking.
That's
What color are they initially?
Super exciting. And again, the first
Aren't they purple?
Skin, like, gotta give it up for the first skin. So
It's a good one.
They're
It is a
green?
good one.
Oh, they're white and
super good
green?
one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alright,
I think
super
you guys are
cool.
overhyping
So
this skin
that's
way too
House
much. I think this
Dragon,
is about
and
as
the
basic
final
as it
house
gets
in the,
to get your money.
Houses at War Battle Pass is going
be
to be
honest
House
with you.
Phoenix Amaterasu.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Whoa.
fiery. I absolutely
Whoa.
love
I'm here
it.
for that.
She has like.
I hope that weapon actually
her
looks
head's on
dope.
fire and her sword's
She
on
could be- this
fire,
skin could be
and
really
is
good.
okay, like,
If that weapon
she
looks
has,
cool.
like flame resistant armor going on. Like,
100%.
is that her armor bonus? So she just has flame
I hope those
resistant.
Yeah,
soldiers
right.
next
All right, they made the weapon actually have flames on it. I like it.
Uh-huh.
Is the
This is a
Phoenix
good
her
skin.
mirror?
It is.
There you go. Good
That
job.
Was one of the things that
Good
I
job,
was told
Hirez.
was super cool
Oh
about
my
this.
god.
So, like,
It has
this
its own
is
new
worth
animations
buying.
and everything because her
This
mirror
is really
like
good.
that Phoenix.
That's so cool.
That is awesome.
It will have an
Fire
echo voice back
pads
though,
and
right?
her
Because it's a good
scabbard
skin.
and sword. This is really.
Just a really good
That
skin.
is
I super
awesome.
agree. And just the flames are so like every bit of the flames, like you said, so great to look at. Let's hear the voice line.
Warriors of the House of the Phoenix, heed my call. We must defend the sanctity of our homeland.
It's a perfect skin.
No matter the
We did it, Hirez. 1 out of 10.
She's got like the right.
You did it.
like,
1 out of the
fire
10
going on.
skins.
I'm with
We
you.
hit one
I
of
was
them,
about to
boys.
say,
10
yeah,
out
it's
of
cool
10
when the
skin.
voice pack really reflects
You
the
did it.
character's like outward.
Congrats, boys and
appearance.
girls.
It's just
Yeah.
super incredible. We work with some really cool voice actors.
The hair
So,
does kind of look like shit. I'm
So
not gonna
that
lie
is
to
the
you.
Houses at War
The
Battle
hair
Pass.
looks
That'll
like
be
complete
available
ass,
again
but we don't talk
next
about that.
Tuesday.
The rest of it
Literally
looks good.
So close when the 9.9 update drops. So hope y'all are looking forward to it. Make sure to choose your team and show off in game. You know, support what house or choose your house and support them to the bitter end. So we have one more thing to talk about here, and this is actually pretty big. This is a pretty
This is
big
huge.
thing. So we're kind of updating the roadmap a little bit. You know, there's been a lot of things happening. I mean, SWC announcement, all these crazy updates. We're always working behind the scenes on like a bajillion and a half things. And, you know, we like keeping y'all as in the loop as we possibly can. So we have a roadmap update to talk about. And I'm going to kind of pass the mic over here to Clumsy for now. But, yeah, just a lot of stuff down the line. So get into it, I guess.
Yeah, so, you know, with the coming to the end of Season 9 and coming to what's going
That's
to be
crazy.
the double digits for year 10 of Smite, you know, it's going to be really exciting.
The big one.
Like you said, we're going to be looking at that roadmap a little bit. And what's important about that is, you know, we've had to plan out how we're going to be using our resources.
Yeah, of course.
And a part of that means that there's, you know, some bittersweet news here. And a little bit, and that is going to be coming down to the fact that we're actually going to be shifting the last god of this year that we originally planned to a later date. That's something that, you know, we don't do lightly. We've done it some recently in the past, but it's not something that we want to do often. And it's
Yeah.
something that we want to be very careful and very measured about. But it's specifically so that we can just make sure that everything that we do internally reflects how we can give it to you guys externally. There's a lot of awesome
Yeah.
stuff coming out. We want to make sure that year 10 is as
Wait, so
amazing
they're gonna
as
take
it can
3
be.
months to
So always the
drop
patches up to that.
the next
So
god?
we're gonna get into. We don't want to just give you like just bad news and just drop it there, right?
Yeah, of
And
course.
we will explain why this has been done so. But with that, we want to give you a lot of the good news. We want to give you what's coming out and you know a little bit of an understanding of what that roadmap is. So we've got 9.9. We've got the Volcanic Chaos update event. Right?
True.
We
Okay,
just
so we're
showed
getting
off
one
today.
more
So a lot
new
of
god.
stuff
Gonna be
there.
great.
We're getting one more before the end of the
All the
end
things
of
that
the
I
season.
talk about
Okay,
now
okay,
is
okay.
kind of we only just want to talk about the headlining features. There's going to
Yeah,
be a
of
lot
course.
coming with all these updates, but just a little bit with each one. So we've talked about 9.9. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's coming.
We're
Tuesday.
excited. Y'all saw it all today.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
9.10, well, that's going to be, as usually, will be the next god coming out. And that will be, now, as we mentioned, going to be the last god of the year now for
Yeah.
Season 9. To keep things a little bit more
be
interesting,
4 months, though, without our new god.
Actually be Smite's next guardian. It's going to be rounding out.
Oh, they're
top
dropping
7
Maui?
that we usually do. Going to be an underrepresented pantheon and also a highly requested god coming out there. So
Yeah.
really look out, keep out your eyes. It's not going to be that far from now. So really exciting
True.
for that one. 9.11. Another really exciting thing coming out. It's going to be the Runescape Crossover
I'm
event.
so excited.
Super pumped.
I've gotten the awesome chance to work with external members with Jagex, internal with the art and tech teams, and there is a lot going on into this event. It's the first crossover with like another game as well.
Yeah, which is
and
huge.
We want to make sure we do our due diligence there, but there's so much constantly being worked on it, and there's a lot of tech coming out. Specifically, we have like new RuneScape progression style cosmetics that are gonna blow you away. Hopefully, I know I'm really excited. I've played RuneScape since I was a kid, basically.
Same.
I know we've worked on this a little bit together
Yeah,
too.
so exciting.
Some really exciting stuff coming out there. And then December, for the final update of the season, 9.12, we've talked about it a bit before, and it's finally going to be coming out, the new Smite Adventure Mode.
Hey.
That's going to be a new PvP experience on a Norse-inspired map, something that you haven't seen before.
Totally
It's
new.
going to be very unique, really interesting. We've gotten the chance to play test it several times.
It's so fun.
and
It's
continued, so
incredibly fun.
It's very different, and it's just something that
Yeah.
we're very
So
excited
that'll
about.
be
Great
December,
But we
January.
don't want to end it there.
That's
the
all we'll
roadmap
get it for?
the end of this year, for the end of Season 9. Starting, we've got 2 more updates we want to talk about. 10.1, I mentioned it earlier. It's going to be 10 years of Smite.
Literally the big 1-0. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
crazy.
big.
Huge.
That's gotta go big.
Crazy.
I know there's so much for community, including devs as well. We've been here since like Season 0, or
Yeah.
if you've joined us afterwards.
They're
the
pushing
journey
the
that's
last
gone
god
through,
because they
but we
want to hype it
make
up with
sure that the
worlds.
resources
They do
allocated,
this
like
all
we
the
talked about
time.
Previously,
Yeah.
is going to really shine for year 10's anniversary for
Oh, yeah.
Smite. So, as I mentioned before, we're only going to be talking about just a little bit. First things first, SWC, or like third things like the amount of time we've talked about, but that's because it's super important. Tickets
Yeah.
are selling like
We're
crazy.
so excited.
Make sure that you pick up your tickets if you want to see us in Texas. I know we're going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
So we want to make sure that,
Yep.
but also us, it's the games, the pros, the atmosphere, the merch. Make sure that, you're excited for that one, because SWC in person for the first time.
Season
ever
10
is
has
gonna
to
be
have a
awesome.
new map.
And with the
has to.
SWC that we'd like to do is the Smite keynote, which is going to elaborate a little bit more on the roadmap that I'm talking about, but going further into year 10 for
Yeah.
Smite. So make sure you check that out.
Tune in.
But the kind of unique thing also coming into year 10 is Smite's first god of the year is actually going to be coming out in the 10.1 update. So that's a little bit new. That's going to be interesting. Again, we really want to hit on the fact that the year 10 update is going to be really staying true to the fact that Smite's in its 10th year, but is getting better than ever. And that's part of why we're allocating the resources the way we are. And with that, we're going to end with the 10.2 update, which is also going to be another god release. So
Back to
10.1, 10.2, double
Okay.
god release
This-
updates.
yep.
Yeah.
They want
Now,
to push
with
it for
heavy
worlds, and they're gonna have the
clarification
other
that
god
we're
prep.
not gonna be
So
doing
that's
a
good.
god every update for year 10. That
At
would
least
be
they're
a little
making
bit
up
crazy.
for it.
We're
It'll
gonna
just
be
be
spacing
we
it out
won't have a
after
new
that
god
again,
for
so it'll be a
what,
little
3
bit more
months,
like,
and then we'll have 2 new gods
10.1,
back to back.
10.2 god drops.
2 new gods.
They want the beginning of next year to be hype as fuck.
10th year of
year of
Smite.
Smite.
is
That'll
gonna have a
that'll
lot
peak
going
the
on in
player
it.
base
Oh, yeah.
and the
Even with all stuff
viewership
that we talked
too.
about again, the 10.1
Player base
update
and
have
viewership will
a
probably
lot
go
more going
nuts
into it, and so
for
will all these other updates
February.
too, but 10.1 specifically.
January and
Smite.
February.
Yeah,
excited.
it's super incredible. And I mean,
Actually,
again,
probably
I can't
February,
underline
March.
this enough. First of all this is on the update note. So like if y'all
Yep.
want to check this out, there's a lot of stuff we're highlighting, but we're really, we're giving you some of the finer details, some of the little pieces we can hint at, but like, as was mentioned several times, updates are huge. Like y'all just saw us talk through an entire update. There's more than one thing per update. So all of these updates coming from this one, which y'all know about now, through 10, 11, 12, and or then all the way to next year's February, there's going to have a lot more than we were able to talk about here. Because we can't tell y'all everything yet. We have tricks up our sleeves. So it's going to be super, super huge, and I kid you not, I can't talk to a single person here who isn't so hyped about not only the rest of this year, but getting into Smite's 10th year, like we're celebrating here basically, and as was mentioned, the game's just getting rolling, we're like a rock rolling downhill.
No,
Like,
Smite
we went the first
doesn't
10 feet, we're
peak
ready
in
to go the
January,
100
it
feet
peaks
if
off
we
of
can.
Worlds.
We want to make sure everything,
And then it goes down until the
better,
February patch, and it
hitting
peaks
harder, and
in
we love
February.
hearing from the community and being able to bring some of these dreams to life. So really, really, check out what we have available now, and then keep your ears and eyes open, because we're going to be sharing stuff with you as much as we can to really continue to make Smite through the rest of this year and beginning from year 10 and on the best game it'll be forward and forward and forward forever, probably. I don't know, until y'all are tired, which again hopefully is never. So either way, I think that's the show. I think we're ready to wrap it up. Thank y'all so much. This was incredible. So many things to talk
This
about.
patch sucked
but,
ass.
For now, I'm just excited for next Tuesday and getting into that Polynesian
Same.
map. Yeah,
I can't wait. It's gonna be so exciting.
it's gonna be so crablicious, I guess. So
Crabalicious.
you have to make up a word.
Oh,
So
dear.
either way, thank y'all so much, and
All
thank
right.
y'all everybody. Excited to see
Those are
y'all
the
in the
patch
game.
notes.